my name is Luisa. I'm a cosmetic chemist and the founder of Luisa Fanzani Cosmetics Lab. A while ago, I wrote this ebook on how to start a cosmetic line. The thing is that when I wrote the ebook, I was working with several different clients and I was creating for them custom formulation, but at that time I actually had not created a beauty brand myself. So, which brought me to this thought that is, how can you actually teach something that you have never done? So here I am. About a year ago, I actually started my own cosmetic line. So when I first started, I didn't really know much about business. Now I'm getting some traction. The products are doing very well. So I want to share with you 3 things that are not included in my ebook. And these are 3 things that I wish I knew before I started to sell my products. Knowing these things beforehand would have actually helped me a lot, saving time, but not just time, saving a lot of stress as well. You're gonna understand why. So, okay, let's start. The first thing is this. There is no such thing as the perfect product. So being a cosmetic chemist, I have available a full range of ingredients and raw materials for my product. So when I first started creating my formulas, I was literally going crazy and I made, hundreds of samples. And I was never able to find something that, a formula that would satisfy me 100%. And you know why? Because the perfect formula or the perfect product for that matters simply does not exist. Meaning that you have to launch and bring to the market a product that you are satisfied with 90%. It's gonna be your customer's feedback that tells you what direction should the formula take. Meaning that you need to go as soon as possible into the market. Start selling your products as soon as possible. Do not waste too much time into the developing phase, because you're actually developing for yourself, but you have no reference from the customers. You don't know whether they're gonna like your products or not. So my suggestion is this. First, create a product that you are satisfied with for at least 90%, okay? Then you start to sell this product, you put it on the website, you wait until people actually start to buy the product. You don't need a lot of sales, maybe 100. If there is something wrong with the product, your customers, guarantee you, will let you know right away. Once you know the issue with the formula that you created, you can simply adjust it, and then you can you can just let your audience know that you have improved the formula, fixed some issues that you were having, and now they can buy with confidence. So this is a very important lesson that I wish I knew, because it would have saved me literally hours of work in the lab. My tip number 2 is that you need to start small. Start as small as possible. So what happened was, when I launched my hyaluronic acid serum, I wasn't getting many sales, so I decided to actually wait a little bit to perform the stability test. So what happened was that when I finally submitted the product for stability test, it wasn't stable. So, which means that I couldn't sell that product as it was anymore. I had to, change the formula to make it stable. But at that time, I committed to buy like literally thousands of labels. and the labels were already printed with the old ingredients. So I was left with thousands of labels that I could not use anymore because they were bearing the wrong ingredients list. And this is why it's important that you start small, because when you start small, as soon as there is something wrong, you can easily change, modify, fix what's wrong without actually having to commit for thousands of units. For example, I guarantee you anything could happen, and if something bad can happen, it's most likely it's gonna happen. So expect it and be ready. So let's say, for example, that you perform a stability test and the product is not stable. Again, you need to change the formula, you need to re-perform the stability test. Maybe you need to change the packaging and you will have to change the label. So what's the point in investing thousands of dollars into packaging and labels at the beginning when you are not getting any traction? When you have, if you are lucky, 5 sales a month, it just doesn't make any sense. So it's better to start small. And once you're sure that the formula performs, the customers like the formula and the formula is stable and safe, only at that time, when all the details are in place, only at that time you can really scale up and decide to invest a little bit more in the packaging. So for example, you can buy thousands of bottles and print thousands of labels. So do yourself a favor and do not make the same mistake that I make, because I guarantee you that I lost a lot of money. Tip number 3 is don't worry about problems that you are not facing yet. So, for example, this is something that actually comes more from my clients. It's not something that I have a first-hand experience, just because I'm not that kind of person, but I see it occurring a lot with my clients. The issue is this: even before they start a business, even before they have a product they want to launch on the market, they ask me questions like, how am I gonna pay for sales tax? Or what business structure should I choose? Limited liability company or partnership or no profit? How am I gonna file for my taxes? And every time I'm like, seriously? I mean, come on, you haven't even sold a unit and you're already thinking about how you're gonna pay sales tax? So do not worry about things that you are not, that you shouldn't be worried when you start. So when you start, you only should be worried about 2 things. Number 1, is your product a product that really brings value to your customers? Is your product stable and safe? And number 2, how can you actually get more sales? So what marketing technique can you implement to increase your sales? What content, what kind of content can you create? How can you actually help your audience and create the best possible product? Everything else, I'm not saying you shouldn't be worried about, but it's secondary. It should come at a later stage. It should come when you start to get some traction, when you actually have some sales. I mean, again, why would you worry about how you're gonna pay taxes or sales tax if you're not making any sales? So first worry about making the sales, then worry about everything else. So this also implies that it doesn't matter whether when you start everything is perfect. I'm telling you, nothing will be perfect when you start. The thing that you need to know is that you need to start, period. Everything else can be adjusted when your business grows. These were actually the things that I wish I knew when I started a business, and I'm sharing this information with you because I really want you to succeed. And so if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and wish you the best with your beauty brand. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.